production.
Wait, stop the music. We can't just jump right into this amazing, spectacular, unbelievably awesome clone army without first knowing how we got here. So let's go back and start from the beginning. This project, of course, started just as an idea. I kept seeing more and more clone army building videos in my YouTube recommended. Between challenges, how-tos, and straight-up showcases, there were a lot of options to choose from. The only variation I couldn't find was a fake clone army. Maybe no one wanted to stoop down to knock off Lego quality, but hey, I'm a college student with no money and no reputation to lose, so I'll bite the bullet on this one. After explaining why I wanted to take on this project, I then laid out exactly how we were gonna do it, and that's all you really need to know for our first introduction video. Episode 1 gave us our first look at the quality of fake minifigures with these standard Phase 2 troopers. We were also introduced to our friend, One-Handed Yoda, who we'll see later. These guys set the bar pretty low with poorly printed helmets and difficult piece connections. The only thing these clones have going for them is how good they look all together. And that turned out to be a common theme in our upcoming episodes as well. Okay, so First Order wasn't great, but would that all change in Episode 2? This time we'd be looking at 501st Troopers. These were meant to replicate the original rather than the new Lego version, and they do it flawlessly. Well, except for one thing, the head.
Oh! Somebody!
Here's the official Lego head next to our fake one, and I think that's all I have to say about that. With the helmet on though, these clones look much better than the squad in our first episode, but things were about to get a lot better. Oh yeah, and we also got a Vader figure who looks amazing, but you'll see him later too. Things are starting to look up for our army with this new addition of 212 troopers. The printing on these guys is the best we've seen so far. The helmet visor may be a little different from the Lego design, but hey, at least they got the head right this time. This is definitely the best knockoff clone quality we've seen so far, but we're about to get a very unique clone variation in our next episode. Now taking a brief intermission from Phase 2 clones, Episode 4 gave us the Shadow Arp Trooper. These figures are absolutely amazing, with accurate details, long rifles, great head printing, and even a second clone variation. With how expensive the Lego counterpart is, it's awesome to see this many ARP troopers in one place. On top of the great looking squad, we also met Boris. He loves to take long walks on the beach and has a soft spot for kittens. Don't worry, we'll definitely be seeing him soon. But first, I think it's time we give this growing clone army a vehicle. With this being my first ever fake Lego set, I was expecting the worst. But I was super surprised with how amazing this knockoff gunship turned out. It's an exact piece-for-piece replica of the official 2013 set, which is probably why I like the design so much. But I was also shocked at how well the vehicle came together, being that the pieces were off-brand. The figures included with this order were quite a different story, but we really bought this thing for the army. This gunship sparked my interest for fake Lego sets, so it's something you might see more of in the future. Well, we made it to the final order, and this one is the biggest yet. You guys actually decided which version of a clone trooper was going to be our largest order from these polls. So thanks for that, because the Wolfpack troopers are fantastic. Well, altogether at least. Upon closer inspection, we found some very not fantastic clones, which I call the Bad Batch. This final unboxing episode also brought us back to where it all started with one of my first ever videos.
They're all bad.
Ryan Little.
And with that, we are all caught up and ready to see this massive fake clone army. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side.
You say forget you, find me somebody new. It's not that easy when I play stars.
This is a Ryan Little production.
My face.
This is crazy. Let's dive right into this completely fake Lego clone army to see if it still holds up. In total, we have 133 clone troopers if you include these 3, which is huge. 5 different clone variations make up this grand army of the Republic. Each of these 5 squads are led by the knockoff figure they came with. We have one-handed Yoda for the regular Phase 2, Darth Vader for the 501st, Kylo Ren for the Wolf Pack, another Darth Vader for the 212, and an ARF Trooper variation with the Shadow ARFs, who is the only non-force-wielding leader we have. Or is he? The other fake minifigures that we got all came with the Gunship, and I'm definitely not including them. Speaking of including though, I almost forgot Boris. There we go. Now let's talk logistics. This entire army cost me about $170 if you include the $40 Gunship. The Lego equivalent of this army would cost you a whopping $13,000. And that's not even including these other leaders. I never would have been able to afford all of these troopers if they were official Lego. So knockoff is the only way I'd ever be able to see this amount of clones. Well, that's it. Our project is complete. I had so much fun amassing this huge army and even more fun making these videos. Looking ahead to the future, we are going to take a break from fake clones for a while. In fact, we're going to take a break from fake Lego entirely and go back to the real thing. Because last month, I found the most insane Lego garage sale you have ever seen. So get excited for that as we prepare to go through everything that I got. But until then, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.